repeatedly in the dictionary is C. Oh, there's no level. But this word could be considered C1 because it's a very complex way to say many times. And many of the adverbs are over B1 and B2, for intermediate speakers and advanced speakers. The word repetitive is B2. So that's a complex word too. Both of them are correct. When do we use repetitive and when do we use repeatedly? That's the thing we are going to use. Now, as Carla says, others are the description of verbs. What example comes to your mind, Carla, when you think about that definition?
For example, when we use words of frequency words, for example, always, I run, or I always run at the morning, for example.
The word always gives you that meaning, right? Nice. That's correct. There is another one in the same topic. You can think about the word usually, the word often, the word sometimes, no? And he's talking about the same context, the same like topic, right? All these words are descriptions of the verb, and they are frequency words. Good. So the basics, we are describing the action. Now, let's learn the definition of an adverb, because by definition, you can describe, yes, a verb, or you can give emphasis to a verb, but you can also emphasize an adjective, and you can also emphasize another adverb. We're going to use different applications of these adverbs so you can get familiar to them. Okay, so let's start with the definition first. Adverbs over here. First, we're going to check that the construction that we have been learning is by colors, no? And we have said that color green, we're going to use verbs. Color orange, we're going to use adjectives. Blue are nouns and pronouns. All connectors are going to go in yellow, and our chunks are going to go in color brown. Today, we are going to add a second color, which is the purple. Purple for adverbs. This color code is going to help us distinguish some words when we are having confusion between them. And normally, the groups that you are going to see together is going to be like this. You're going to see adverbs together with verbs because they are going to describe the verb. And on the other side, adjectives will describe the blue words, which are nouns. An adjective will describe the noun. In this slide, you can see the difference between frequent versus frequently. Look at these examples. The newspaper boy comes frequently. And the second is that he is really frequent. Think about these examples for a second. When you have the description, I mean, both are descriptions. Frequently is a description and frequent is a description, but they are describing different things. When you think about the word frequent, you will see that the word frequent is describing the person he by using an adjective. and the verb be. Okay, so let's circle over here. Here we have the verb is, which is helping me use an adjective. By rules, an adjective will describe a noun, and an adjective needs the verb be. All right? Oh, and also it can be the verb be or the verbs that we saw the last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Verbs that we use to describe. Do you remember what are these verbs? What was the label for verbs that we use to describe?
Linking verb.
Very nice, Elsie. Linking verbs. Example of a linking verb?
Appear,
Appear,
smell, taste,
smell, taste, look,
look.
get, exactly. So when you have a linking verb or the verb be, you know that you are describing a noun. Right? You are describing a noun thanks to it. Adjectives, verb to be, and so on, and nouns. On the other hand, you have frequently, which is a noun, an adverb, sorry, and the word frequently is describing how often the boy comes. Attention to the following question. How often does the boy come? Right? The adverb is a direct answer to the following questions. Attention, eh? How often? When? Where? And how? Sorry. Oh my God. I repeat. How often? When? Where? And how? Okay. So let's take a note over there. Characteristics of adverbs. Adverbs versus adjectives. Let's talk about that. When you talk about adverbs, adverbs are the answer to questions. How often? When? Where? And how? On the other hand, an adjective is the answer to the question, how? Plus an adjective. For example, how far, how, no, sorry, how plus B, sorry, how plus B. For example, how was, or how is, or how are. The best example is how are you, no? If I ask you, how are you? You respond?
Very well.
Very well. And very well is an adjective. You see? But if I ask you, how often do you go to the supermarket? What do you respond?
Each month.
Each month? Each? Every?
every month.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Or what?
Weekly.
Weekly. Weekly is an adverb. Every month is an adverb. Each month is incorrect because you don't. Each is to have, like, when you give things to a group, to every person in a group. So each student receives feedback, for example. But you cannot deliver something in a month, no? So you say every for frequency.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. So this is very different. And I want you to take your notes about this too. If I ask you, for example, how do you study for your, no, how do you prepare for your class? How do you prepare yourself for the class? Jesse, how do you prepare for yourself for the class?
Mm, mm, I am not sure if I use adverb.
Just respond.
I use to take, no, sorry. I used to have a book, sorry, a notebook, a pen, and my laptop with battery. Yes.
Yes. I can collocate everything that you said in this moment
Mhm.
in purple as a phrase, because all that you said is the manner you prepare yourself.
Okay, okay.
This is what we call an adverb phrase, which is
Okay.
pretty interesting. An adverb is not necessarily a single word. Similar to verbs, adverbs come in phrases.
Okay.
Good. So if I say, I do this and I do that and I do that and I do that to prepare for my class, then all that expression was an adverb phrase. This is interesting because I can give you, for example, locations. And if I tell you, let's use a question, where? Okay, example, Mitch, where do you keep your phone at night? Well, you sleep.
Usually I keep my phone in little table I have next to my bed.
So in, like in the drawer or on the surface?
On the surface.
Okay, so repeat. Where do you keep your phone?
I usually keep my phone
Mhm.
on a little table that I
Uh-huh,
have to next to my bed.
next to your bed. The
Yes.
expression on the little table next to my bed is an adverb phrase.
Okay.
By definition, a phrase is a group of words that together comprise the adverb, right? So it can be technically a group of words too. But you have also single words. Like for example, if my question is, let's check the following slide. In the following slide, you have single words that correspond to each of these questions. For example, adverbs that express time. When the question is when, the answer is recently, tomorrow, yesterday, next week, next month, next year, lately. You know, these are expressions, single words that describe the time. In your structures handbook, they receive a specific name. If you study the structures handbook, you know what I'm talking about. What words come in purple in the structured handbook? Who has seen the structures handbook?
Can you repeat, teacher?
Yes, of course. In the structures handbook, there is a list of words for per context. There is a group of words that is purple.
Oh, yes, adverbs.
Well,
Nope.
now we know that they are adverbs, but in the structures handbook, we don't use that name.
Time expressions.
All time expressions
Mhm.
are adverbs. Adverbs of time or adverbs of frequency. That's the reason all your structures handbook have this section. You see? Always, often, usually, frequently, da, da, da. Suddenly, while you were, well, right now, in this moment, at the moment, etc. That's the reason this section comes in purple. Because they are technically words that we need to know where to collocate. The reason we study adverbs is to put the words in the correct position. Because it's not correct to say always at the end of the sentence. You need to put always before the main verb. I always study English at night. I never call my ex when I am drunk. I normally call her when I am sober, etc. How often all these expressions, collocating the word in the correct position. This specific theory will help you put the verb in the correct position and the time expression in the correct position. Questions in this moment? Okay.
No, teacher. Thank you.
I have something in the chat. Teacher, give me some minutes into okay, no problem. Okay, so let's talk about examples, right? You know some words over here, but let's use some words that are new. Let's take examples with words that are new. Let me check the word annually. Aha, annually is B2. So let's take it. Give me an example using annually.
Annually?
Yes, pronunciation.
Okay. I paid no.
Pronunciation. Relax.
Annually.
New.
Annually.
Aha,
Annually.
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 Okay. I paid a commission for my credit card annually.
Oh, interesting. Very good. I pay a commission on credit card annually. Okay. Let's contrast the word annually with the word annual. Describe the word commission in the same example. Say the same, but rephrase it.
I have an annual commission for my credit card.
You didn't say the same. The first example had the verb pay.
Okay. I need to pay an annual commission.
Pronunciation?
Annual.
And
Annual.
you.
Annual.
Exactly. Yes, so one
Annual.
more time. I have to pay.
I have to pay an annual commission for my credit card.
Exactly. That sounds much better. Good. Good. In the same case, we have the word lately. Lately is like in recent times. So give me an example, Elsie, with the word lately.
I don't feel well lately.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't feel well. Wait, watch out. When you say I don't feel well, it's today. But if I say lately, you need a different structure.
I haven't.
Correct.
I haven't felt
Exactly.
well lately.
Yes. You haven't felt well lately. You have been sick.
Mm-hmm.
How have you felt in recent days?
Oh,
Instead of using lately, use recent.
I don't feel well recently.
Watch out.
No.
Exactly. You're changing it. You need to use recent.
Ah,
Describe a noun.
mm,
Describe your symptoms. Describe your
mm.
what else? Your
Oh,
days.
I choose a difficult sentence for
Not
me.
really. Not really. You're talking about symptoms. What symptoms have you had? Give me one.
Headache.
Headache. How have what have you felt these days?
Mm. I've no.
Or what have you had?
But in this sentence, I need to use recently.
Recent, not recently. Recent. In order to find it, you need to find put an adjective before a noun. Your noun is headache, or plural, headaches.
Mhm. Um, no, today
Yeah.
I have, no, I have, today I have.
But we are not saying today. We're saying these days. Yes, one more time, one more time. If the original question was, I have not felt well recently.
Mhm.
You are using have and you are saying recently. Now continue using have, but change the communication. What have you had?
But sounds strange. I have a recent headache,
Exactly.
but
Yes,
sounds strange.
sounds strange, but that is the one. That is the correct way.
Mm.
You have had recent headaches. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Or you have had headaches recently. The position of the word changes the type of word that you need.
okay.
You see?
I have recent headache.
Uh-huh. It would be incorrect to say, I have had recently headaches. That sounds strange. Oh, yes. English. Isn't it wonderful? No, teacher. Difficult. There you have it. The next one. We're going to check. Let me check what word is beautiful. You guys say beauty. Beautifully. And generously. Probably this list is B2, but we don't have like a level. Okay, let's talk about this. The next part, adverbs that decorate speech. The next list are adverbs that decorate words the way you speak using extensive information about your verb. Here you have words like beautifully, generously, happily, neatly. All these are the way you do things. Answer to the question how. Then we have the question where. When we are talking about adverbs of place, don't confuse them with prepositions of place. They are very similar, but here we have like above, below, everywhere, here, there, in, etc. You know? And then we have how plus another word. For example, how much corresponds? A little. How far? Ah, very, very far. How slow? Ooh, pretty slow. You see? Emphasis words that decorate speech. Let's try to use some examples similar to Elsie's exercise, similar to Jimena's exercise. Let's try with Jessie. Jessie, give me an example using the word quickly.
Mm, 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 mm.
when I go to the how do you say, when I go to the work, I
Watch out, you don't go to the work. You go
no
to
to the
work.
yes, I was thinking, I remember
Yes, the class, no? The previous classes.
mm-hmm.
Is the office
Okay, yes.
or work.
Okay. When I go to the office,
Mhm.
I used to eat to take the breakfast quickly.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Oh, yes, the office. Always using this. Okay. I used to, what is the action for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Take,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
take, right?
Breakfast, lunch,
Have,
and
sorry,
dinner.
sorry, have to have the breakfast
Exactly. Quickly.
quickly.
What do you have if you use the word quick instead of quickly?
Um, yeah, I am not sure. Um, quick is adjective.
Exactly. And you need to describe a
The
noun.
yes, and if I use quick, it would be for a noun, right? No,
Uh-huh.
yes, for a noun.
Correct.
We
Your noun, the word breakfast is a noun.
yes, but it's not a verb.
Um, breakfast. Oh, no. The verb is have breakfast.
Yes,
Have. Only
I
breakfast.
understood. I don't use quick because quick describe a noun,
Uh-huh.
right?
Correct.
And
Breakfast is a noun.
I am describing a verb. It's
In
correct.
your original idea, yes. When you said, I have breakfast quickly,
Mhm,
you are describing the word have.
mhm.
So technically you are correct.
Why?
Now,
Uh-huh.
describe the breakfast.
Now,
Mhm. Using quick. You know, quickly versus quick.
yes. Can you repeat?
Of course. The verb, no, the word breakfast
Mhm.
is a
It's a
noun.
noun. Yes.
How do
And
you describe a noun?
with verb, with adjectives.
With adjectives, right? So when you use the word quick, quick is an adjective.
Mhm.
Describe the breakfast.
But with quick.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
You know, in what position, in relation to the noun,
Mhm.
what's the position of an adjective?
of an adjectives
The position
before the noun.
before the noun.
Yes.
Use the word quick before
But
the word
it
breakfast.
sounds strange.
Tell
Like
me, how does it sound?
I am thinking,
Okay,
but
okay.
I know it's strange. It's not logical. Like my breakfast, no, sorry, my my not. I am not sure.
What idea do you have in mind? Because in my mind, You
Yes.
only need to modify the original idea. The original idea was
Ah,
when I
okay.
go to the office,
When I go to the office, I have
yes.
quick breakfast.
Ta-da.
Yes.
It's not that difficult. Now, quick breakfast is countable. What do you need?
A quick breakfast.
Yes. So it's different to, well, it's not different, but it's the same to say breakfast. I have breakfast quickly
Mhm.
versus I have a quick breakfast. The two ideas mean the same,
Okay.
but you are using two different words, quick versus quickly.
Okay.
You see?
Yes.
That is the application, my people. In this moment, we have practiced annually versus annual, lately versus recent. That Elsie said strange sounds strange. And Rich, although Jesse also said that sounds strange, but that is the way English works, my people. So let's give a moment to Jesse because Jesse will pass attendance, right? Go, Jess. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Night, girl.
Thank you. So I will take attendance. I see you here, Jessie. Hi, Jessie. Good night.
Hi, good night.
Thank you, Elsie. Hi, Elsie.
Hello, good night.
Hello, Elsie. Good night, Jimena. Good night, Jimena. Hi, Jessie. Thank you. And Carla. Hi, Carla. Good night.
Hello, Jessie. Good night.
Thank you. And Mish. Hi, Mish.
Hi, Jessie. Good night.
Good night. So thank you so much and have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very
See
much,
you.
girl.
You're welcome. See you.
Thank you very much. All right. Sounds strange? What do you think, girls?
Mm,
It's easy.
Yes? Okay.
No.
You did it well. You did well. If you consider it easy, that's good. You can also, we can find some new, when you think that something is easy, then it's a good opportunity to find new vocabulary. That's a very, very good opportunity. So here you can use some words that you don't know. For example, neatly. For example, how would you use softly? In the dictionary, the word generously has many, many definitions. So there we go. Adjectives versus adverbs. Let's do one more before we leave. Mitch, give me an example using the word softly. Softly, by definition, is in a pleasant and gentle way. You know, like music. Some music is very, very, very loud and rhythmic, like reggaeton. Reggaeton is not is the opposite of this. Something gentle will be a very low saxophone, a very tenuous piano song that will be gentle. You know?
I remember a lyric song.
Oh,
Killing me softly with this song.
killing me softly with this song. And that's very poetic. Jesus Christ. Killing me softly with this song.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mm,
difficult. Very good. Can we transform this to soft? Yes. If you describe the song, you can use the word soft.
mm,
What did the person use to kill you.
The song.
What type of song?
Sorry, what?
What type of song?
Mm,
What's the song?
soft.
Mhm.
The song.
Position. Adjective. Everybody, everybody's having that reaction. Yes, a normal reaction. Look at the position. Position of words. Adjective before the noun. The noun is a song.
Okay.
How did the person kill you? And how is the person killing you? With. What is the person killing you with?
With the song.
What type of song? Describe the song.
Mm. The song.
The adjective that
Eh,
you were using. You know,
the
in the
killing
original
song.
idea, killing song.
No.
Oh, but we are using the word softly. Softly is the adverb.
Okay, yeah, yes.
If you remove the li, you obtain eliminate the last syllable. And what do you get? You know, remove the last syllable. The final syllable.
it's okay if I say the song is soft.
Yes, but you are changing the idea.
Mm,
You're using the verb be. And the question is, what did he use? No, what did he kill you with? With what object? With what did he kill you?
he killed me with a soft song.
Yes, that is a correct.
Yay!
With a soft song.
It's a little bit hard.
Yes, because you are changing your mind to think in English.
Yes.
If you're
Okay.
thinking softly, automatically we think in a word in Spanish. But what
Yes.
happens if you eliminate li? Whoa. Okay, I
Yes.
need to use my English knowledge, not my learn Spanish.
Yes, it's interesting.
Very. You are thinking in English by doing this. Think about this, guys. Whenever if you want to practice your English thinking, you need to know the difference between annually versus annual, lately versus recent, quickly versus quick, and use it in the same idea. You can use you can express the same information, but using different words.
Okay.
Let's leave it over here. Right? Is there any question right now?
No.
Awesome. Let's finish for today. Right?
See you.
Good job, my people. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
See you.
Bye-bye. See you later.